back to my channel. Thank you for tapping in with Stephanie. On this episode of part two of disassembling the keychains that I disassembled on the last episode, part one. Okay, so what we're going to do on this episode is we're going to restore it. We're going to restore the keychain and make it better than it was before I disassembled it because it was damaged and a part of it was broken. So and I'm doing this demonstration, and I just want my viewers to understand that no matter what we go through in life, God is able to restore us and make us even better than we were before. I don't care the age or the gender. God is able to do all things. And according to Philippians chapter 4, verse 13, I can do all things through Christ that give me the strength to do them. So I like to put my name, where it says, that I can do, I put Stephanie can do all things through Christ that strengthens her. I like to do that. So I would suggest that you do that too. And whenever you get uncertain about anything, and like apply that and know that you can do all things. You might not be able to do it as quick as the next person or the person before you. It doesn't matter because you can do all things through Christ that will give you the strength to do it. So just know, just never give up. Just be persistent on everything that's before you. Because sometimes we get discouraged. But I know there's a purpose for me to demonstrate these things to you all. And that's as I demonstrate, as I give a part of myself to share and to encourage other viewers as yourself, I'm encouraging myself not to give up and to keep pressing regardless of how I look or how long it took me or how fast it took me. I'm not going to give up. I'm going to keep pressing. And as you press towards your goal, along with me pressing towards mine, I guarantee you there's going to be a great outcome. So stay encouraged, regardless of what someone else thinks. Keep going. If that's the dream that's the place in your heart and the vision God has given you, that's your vision. That no one steal it from you. Because there's always going to be naysayers to tell you, oh, you can't do this and you can't do that. Oh, that's not from God. Oh, that's not this. That's not for you to do. Ha, ha, ha. Yeah. But you know what? You'll be the last one who's laughing. So just keep standing and just never give up. Keep pressing. As we restore this, it's been a while, but, just for another example, I believe like when God gives us a gift or a talent, it's always there, regardless of if it's been 50 years ago, if it's been 10 years ago, if it's been 2 years ago, whenever he gave it to you, it's yours. And, it kind of brings me back to, there's a verse in the Bible where the king gave the talents, gave 10 talents to one servant, and then I believe he gave like 5 to another, and then 2 to the third servant or whatever. And how the one servant, the talents were still the same. They didn't change or anything, but he chose to run and go hide his talents. But I guarantee you, when he dug them talents up and gave them back to the master, them talents did not change. They were still there. They were still the same, just like your gifts and talents. Either we can choose to sit on them and bury them, and just not do anything with them, or we can choose to get up and use them, and glorify God with them, and encourage someone else to keep going, because I believe our talents are not just talents and gifts for us, but as God bless us with the talents and the gifts, it would also bless the next person, and the next person, and so we just keep going and we just keep on pressing. Just keep going and keep pressing. And above all, just stay encouraged. Just stay encouraged. Because there's always going to be some doubters. Just don't doubt yourself. Just keep going. And if you doubt yourself, don't doubt God. Don't doubt him. Because he's able to do all things. But fellas, we failed him, but he never fails us, So, yeah, bear with me, okay? Bear with me, but I'm going to get it right. I'm going to get this right. Like I said, it's been a minute. It's been a minute since I've made anything like this. But like I said, once the gift is there, it's always there. It's always there. Trust and believe. stay inspired. Sometimes we just have to inspire ourselves, and just encourage ourselves, and just keep going, you know. So many people, I'm so sure that so many people probably counted me out, probably thought I was going to give up, because this has been a dream of mine for many years, like I said, and I always wanted to to design different things. And as you guys follow me on my channel, you would notice that I like to do different things. I can't stick with one item for too long because I get bored with stuff really quick. So, like my pillows, we're gonna do pillows. I'm thinking since it's, I believe it is football season. I got some really good ideas of restoring some pillows on my neck. Well, let me just focus on this right here. I don't want to, just jump ahead of myself too much, but let's just focus on this here. But I think I'll go with the gold. Yeah, go with gold. Anyway, so um, yeah, like on one episode I was explaining that my mother was a seamstress, and not only did she sew, but she was really gifted with um, here we go, so many other talents as well, you know. She taught me how to crochet. She was one that could crochet, knit, and all that old stuff. And so yeah, she was really got home. You know how they say homemakers. She was definitely a homemaker. There wouldn't be everybody. I'll get it. Just one step at a time. Just one step at a time. And above all, just stay encouraged. Even though we mess up, you know. But it's as long as like we're willing to keep on thriving and just keep going, we're gonna get it right. Trust and believe that. We're gonna get it right. Like I said, because it's been a minute, and with me like demonstrated in front of everybody, like this. So I might be off a little bit, but I'll get it. I'll get it. I feel like this, if we mess up the first time, just get back in there and do it again. Just keep going. I'm gonna keep going, and I'm not gonna give up. That's the thing. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna be like one of them die-hard batteries. Just keep on going. Energize. Yeah. So I noticed like as the years go by, and how we get better with. They say we get better with time. Like wine, it gets better with time. But I noticed that you know now I just have to stay more active. Just more busy. Just less sitting around. Just got to be more active because I noticed that how back in, growing up, you hear your mom and your grandma and them talking about, just little aches and pains. And, when you're younger, you just feel so vibrant, you don't feel none of that. It's like, how could that be, but time slips up on you and it'll catch you off guard. That's why we got to always be prepared, always be ready. Be ready at all times, because nobody knows the next season. But if we stay ready, we don't have to get ready. So that was what my mom saying too. So she's always said that as well. If we stay ready, we don't have to get ready. And I remember, because I raising my kids, because I have 4 children, 4 adult children, and I remember she used to tell me all the time, like as a mother, when you get up in the morning, you get yourself together. Because if you don't, and if you like I was, because I worked like part time, and I was mostly a stay home mom, and with my kids and stuff. So, but I'm saying that to say that she's always telling me, make sure you get up in the morning, you get yourself ready, you get yourself together, because if you don't, you're gonna find yourself the last thing is getting yourself together. You're gonna be stuck like that for hours, because once you get busy in the house doing little different chores and doing this and doing that, you find yourself um, just caught up in what you got going on inside the house with the kids and everything. So yeah, I remember that as well. So first thing in the morning, ladies, which is if you still got children in the house, get up and get yourself ready, prepare for your day, you know. And like me, I would like to, let's start off with I think I would start this off with um, a spacer. I think I'm gonna go with a spacer. I didn't have one on the other one, but I'm gonna start this one off with a little spacer. Yeah, we'll just start this off with a spacer. But I remember, yeah. But anyway, I'm gonna stop it here. Okay, I'm gonna stop it here, and I guess it's gonna be a part three to this. All right. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share my story. Share